Happy Sabbath. Welcome to the Hayden Lake Health Bite. In our Health Bites, we've been talking about the 8 laws of health. And why are these laws so important? We are one system, and a healthy body will produce a healthy mind, and we communicate with God through our frontal lobe. A strong mind gives us power to resist temptation. We talk about eating nutrient-dense, hearty meals packed with necessary vitamins and minerals, but let's take a look at what happens in our digestive system. Your mouth starts things off. This quote, written over 100 years ago, contains simple wisdom that we can trust. Food should be eaten slowly and should be thoroughly masticated. This is necessary in order that the saliva may be properly mixed with the food and the digestive fluids be called into action. Next, the stomach makes digestive juices and enzymes that mix with food. The stomach's strong muscles act like a blender to turn food into a usable form. It takes about 4 hours for the stomach to complete this task, and then the stomach needs a rest before starting digestion again. On to the small intestine, where the absorption of our food takes place. The walls of the small intestine are made up of villi, which absorb the digested nutrients into the bloodstream. So this is a close-up of the villus. The blood vessels are there to absorb the tiny molecules of food and take the nutrients to regenerate the cells in all parts of the body. The use of these absorbed end products into the cells is known as assimilation. There is a saying, the life is in the blood, and you are what you eat is very true. So you see why we need to take care of our digestive health. Every bit of food is remaking you. In a year, about 90% of your body's cells are replaced with new ones. In fact, billions of cells are replaced every single day. Our DNA is found in every cell in our body, and when we eat, we are feeding our DNA. The outer structure of the DNA is made up of polysaccharides found in all complex carbohydrates included in whole grains, root vegetables, and fruits. The cross rungs are made of amino acids. These are proteins found mostly in legumes, nuts, and seeds. The rungs are attached by minerals found in vegetables, with green, dark leafy vegetables containing the highest amount. But most DNA mutations are the result of mineral deficiencies. And every time we eat or drink anything other than plain water, our digestive system kicks in to process the nutrients. When you factor in 3 meals, 2 or more snacks, and countless drinks, you can see that our digestive tract is getting very little chance to rest and reset. But what happens when we eat between meals or eat 2 meals that are too close together? Does it finish digesting the first batch or start on the new one? Your stomach cannot be in 2 stages at once. Eating between meals increases your stomach's emptying time as it battles with trying to do 2 jobs. This will cause fermentation in the stomach and produces what is called impure blood. This is the cause of brain fog, skin eruptions, and a host of health issues. So meal spacing involves eating just 2 to 3 meals a day, nothing in between, other than plain water. Ideally for adults, those 2 or 3 meals should be spaced about 5 to 6 hours apart. But with a nutrient-dense plant-based diet, we will not be as hungry as soon as we would be with a standard American diet of refined, processed products. Just like you, your stomach needs a rest. Our last meal should be about 4 hours before bedtime. But food remaining in the stomach during the night causes the stomach to work the night shift and forfeit its needed rest. And because this process is slowed down during the night, again, fermentation will result. So we want to have strong digestion so that all the nutrients can be absorbed out of the foods that we are eating. Your stomach acid production is a direct result of your digestive health. Your stomach acid neutralizes harmful pathogens that enter the body and food. If these pathogens are not destroyed, they may potentially cause food poisoning or upset the delicate balance of gut bacteria. Acid breaks down and releases the food's vitamins and minerals like iron, zinc, calcium, magnesium, and B12 for their effective absorption into the bloodstream. The acid helps to close the lower esophageal sphincter, which then will not allow acid to pass back into the esophagus. Low stomach acid leads to malabsorption of minerals, malnutrition, poor digestion of foods, and fermentation. So most people think that the acid in the stomach is causing their heartburn or indigestion, but in the majority of cases, most people with digestive problems have low hydrochloric acid and are eating foods and have habits that cause the irritation. What causes reflux and heartburn? Overeating, eating too quickly, lying down too soon after eating, late meals, tight-fitting clothing, chronic stress, caffeine, chocolate, fried or greasy foods, alcohol, and processed foods. One of the 8 laws of health is water. We need to drink about half our body weight in ounces of water every single day. The best time to drink water is between meals, first thing when rising in the morning and before you go to bed, and this will keep us properly hydrated. But drinking with meals will dilute your stomach acid and hinder digestion. Cold water decreases blood flow to the lining of the stomach and will paralyze the digestive glands. While antibiotics can be very important and useful, they can also have a negative impact on the gut microbiome. Antibiotics aim to kill the harmful bacteria when there is an infection, but in doing so, they can remove the beneficial bacteria in the gut. In the book Christian Temperance, we read, "Spices irritate the tender coating of the stomach, but finally destroy the natural sensitiveness of this delicate membrane. The blood becomes fevered, the animal propensities are aroused, while the moral and intellectual powers are weakened and become servants to the baser passions." We also read in Counsels on Diets and Foods, this is about vinegar. Now today, vinegar we are told that vinegar aids in digestion, so there's a big push today for vinegar. But what does the spirit of prophecy say? The salads are prepared with oil and vinegar, fermentation takes place in the stomach, and the food does not digest, but decays or putrefies. As a consequence, the blood is not nourished and becomes filled with impurities. The liver and kidney difficulties appear. Agatha Thrash founded Uchee Pine's Health Retreat, and she says that vinegar toughens the mucous membranes, thus hindering digestion, and lemon juice makes a good substitute for vinegar. In Ministry of Healing, we read, "In this fast age, the less exciting the food, the better. Condiments are injurious in their nature. Mustard, pepper, spices, pickles, and other things of like character irritate the stomach and make the blood feverish and impure. An inflamed condition is produced by the use of irritating condiments. Soon, ordinary food does not satisfy the appetite. The system feels a want, a craving for something more stimulating." Another principle of digestion is that fruits and vegetables digest at different rates. Fruits have a quicker pace of digestion, so have fruit at one meal and vegetables at the next, and this will avoid fermentation. In Testimonies for the Church, we read, "And what influence does overeating have on the stomach? It becomes debilitated. The digestive organs are weakened, and disease with all its train of evils is brought on as a result. If they cannot at first enjoy plain food, they should fast until they can. That fast will prove to them of greater benefit than medicine, for the abused stomach will find the rest which it has long needed, and real hunger can be satisfied with a plain diet. It will take time for the taste to recover from the abuses it has received and to gain its natural tone." This is found in Counsels on Diets and Foods. This is a lot of information. It challenges our mindset, and some of the information conflicts with what we think we know. But in this world of chronic disease, God is trying to teach us. And he tells us, "Beloved, I wish above all things that thou mayest prosper and be in health, even as thy soul prospereth." Thank you.